Ranchu goldfish are expensive, unique, and unusual looking. They come in a variety of colors, shapes, and sizes. Ranchu goldfish have the potential to grow large and live long under appropriate care conditions. The price range for Ranchu goldfish is anywhere between $5 to $500 and varies due to the availability, age, size, and source. Buying from a pet store will generally be cheaper due to the high shipping costs of delivering live animals. Ranches can make a great addition to slow-moving, fancy goldfish tanks that are stocked and decorated appropriately with a necessary filter and aerator. Next, we will discuss the care requirements and necessary information on caring for this type of goldfish appropriately. A minimum tank size of 10 gallons is required for a fully grown Ranchu, and an additional 5 gallons should be added for each tank mate. Keep in mind the tank size can vary greatly depending on how big or small the goldfish is and how many you plan to stock in the tank. Goldfish are temperate water fish and can handle a great span in water temperature. Although it's not ideal, the most comfortable temperatures for goldfish are between 65 degrees to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. They require a stable pH between 7.2 to 7.6. Sand or appropriately sized gravel should be used for your tank. Make sure the gravel is large enough that your Ranchu does not choke on it, as they like to forage around for food. This is why it is important to provide a safe substrate to add enrichment. Bare-bottom tanks are not ideal long-term. Add variety and decoration to your aquarium. They are beneficial in helping to maintain good water quality and adding enrichment to a fish's diet. Ranchers will most likely consume soft edible plants. If you want to avoid this, choose thick-leaved plants that are hard to nibble on. If your aquarium is in a place that doesn't receive a decent amount of light, you can look into buying an aquarium light. Ranchu goldfish need a day and night cycle, so make sure they have an 8 to 12 hour period of darkness to rest. It is absolutely necessary to include a suitable sized filter to maintain the tank's water. Make sure it can filter a few more gallons than the current tank size and conduct appropriate water changes according to the bioload and parameters. Ranchers require a varied and healthy diet to remain in optimal health. They are at risk for swim bladder disorder, so a diet of floating food should be avoided so they do not take in unnecessary air at the surface. Good quality flakes, sinking pellets, or gel food should be fed along with suitable vegetables to help maintain a healthy digestive system and body function. Make sure to remove any uneaten food to avoid fouling the water and having rotting food in the tank, which will cause an ammonia spike. Do not feed your Ranchu too much, but make sure each fish gets an adequate amount of food. Keep the food dosage to what they can consume within 2 minutes. Next, we will discuss the tank mates for the Ranchu. Ranchus are not the most appropriate tank mates for the majority of fish, including some types of fast-moving goldfish. They have a very compromised body type and therefore have trouble moving around. Given that their wen can grow over their eyes and affect eyesight, they can be ill-equipped at finding food before the other fish, leading to stress and malnutrition. They do not make good community fish and should not be paired with other species of fish or fast, slim-bodied goldfish due to bullying, fin nipping, or resource competition within the tank. They get along and do best with slow-moving, same-sized goldfish, so they do not have to compete for food or be at risk of fin nipping. You can keep your Ranchu happy and healthy by making sure they have good water conditions. This requires running a good filter, having adequate aeration, and keeping the tank cycled. Only do partial water changes when necessary. Feeding a good quality portion diet is essential to raising and keeping healthy fish. Keep them away from loud noises and tank jostling or frequent quick movements to avoid stress. Make sure to appropriately house your Ranchu in desirable conditions with peaceful and compatible tank mates. A stress-free Ranchu is a healthy and happy one. Correct care is essential to making this happen. Next, we will discuss some unique features of the Ranchu. They have no dorsal fin and instead grow a wen, which is a large head growth. This compromises their ability to control their bodies when swimming, making them more slow-moving and even requiring resting periods throughout the day to regain energy to swim appropriately. They are one of the most peaceful yet handicapped goldfish due to their anatomy. Health-wise, they are more susceptible to swim bladder disorder than most other slim-bodied goldfish due to their overly stocky and rounded body shapes. They are not a common goldfish seen in most pet stores and are typically ordered from a reputable breeder who breeds good genetic lines in terms of body and general health. They require at least one compatible tank mate in order to thrive and feel more social and secure within an appropriately decorated and stocked tank. Extra care is advised due to the Ranchus' more delicate nature and body. They can become stressed if they are kept in a bare, unfiltered, and understocked tank. These fish need a carefully planned diet to avoid swim bladder disorder and any related health issues. These peaceful fish are social and slow-moving by nature. They can commonly be seen foraging at the substrate for any leftover food during the day. You may also notice them taking a short rest by either sitting at the bottom of the tank or hovering in the water. They are curious and love to explore and investigate their surroundings. You will notice their endearing swimming behaviors, which include wiggling around the tank and a seeming eagerness to explore. Ranchu come in a variety of colors, each one uniquely patterned and colored with metallic scales. Keep in mind their colors may fade or change throughout their lifetime. While they can take on many colors, they are most often bicolored, with combinations of red and white as well as gold and white being most common. As mentioned, they grow a raspberry-shaped wen on top of their heads. So do not be alarmed when you notice such a growth developing. In fact, sometimes it can even cover their eyes, which contributes to their lack of agility. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.